Greetings. We are still answering in this series those stupid in the West who are attacking Islam with the evil temptation of their hearts and their rotten characteristics. We showed the prayer of Jesus, how it has kneeling and bowing exactly like Muslims, and those Muslims are the only nation under the heaven doing this in their houses of worship. Alright, let's go now. There is another issue. When prayer is supposed to happen? Is it on Sunday morning or Saturday morning or Saturday evening and Sunday evening once a week, and Wednesdays, for dinner or some gathering? Is that the timing for prayer? Let's see the prayers according to what they call the Word of God. Another testimony on behalf of Islam. Muslims pray every day 5 times. 5 times. Not once a week, and they forgot about God the rest of the week, like you, stupid who attack Islam. Let us see those times. Do they match the Muslim way, the Muslim timing? Let us check. We will teach you, we will educate you. You are attacking Islam because you are stupid. What to expect from somebody who is stupid? Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 11. It says, 3 times a day, 3 times a day, not once a week, Saturday or Sunday, morning or evening, 3 times every day. Daniel, that you use him so much to attack the Muslims sometimes with lies. 3 times a day, he got down on his knees. And we said, with face down to the ground, according to the book. And we brought so many examples. 3 times a day. But that's not enough. We have 5 times. So let's wait and see the rest. The book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 17. It says, evening and morning, and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. So, therefore, evening, morning, at noon. So, Daniel said 3 times. We have those 3 times. When? 3 times. Daniel 3 times. But when? During the day, evening, morning, and at noon. 3 prayers so far. The same thing with the Quran. They are not mentioned in one place, they are mentioned stretched through the Noble Quran, through the whole book. Same thing here. This is the Islamic way. So Daniel said 3 times. Now Psalm says those 3 times are evening, morning, and noon. And when you say morning, remember what Jesus did? It was still dark. He went a stone far away before sunrise in the book of Mark. Muslim call it Fajr prayer in the morning. Alright. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 19. It says, early the next morning they arose and worshipped before the Lord. Early, like Jesus Christ in the book of Mark. He woke up before the sun rises while it was still dark. This is what it says. While it's still dark, and worship. So here it says early the next morning they arose and worshipped before the Lord. Muslim call this Fajr prayer, early morning before sunrise while it's still dark. So including in the 3, I know, I understand, this is the morning. We still have more. We have 2 more to show. Okay, Psalms chapter 5 verse 3 says, in the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my request before you. So many times, morning, from Jesus, from Psalms, from Daniel, from everybody. There is a morning prayer, not 7 o'clock, or 7:30, like the Christians do in their churches and the Jews do in their synagogues. No, early, before sunrise, like Jesus, while it's still dark. Very early, it says, very early in the morning. 7:30 is not very early. All right? The book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 35. Listen to this. This is Jesus, the prayer of Jesus. The most important prayer in the eyes of the Christians, at least. Supposed to be. But who knows what they have in their evil hearts. It says, book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 35. Go and read it. Dear stupid who attack Islam from among the Christians, not all the Christians, not all the Jews, only the stupid among them attack Islam. It says in the book of Mark 1:35, very early in the morning, while it was still dark. While it was still dark. Literally, I'm reading, not from my memory. I don't have a good memory. Literally, while it was still dark, Jesus went to an isolated place and prayed. Stupid Baptist. If Jesus was praying, who he was praying to if he was God? Did he put a mirror in front of himself and bowing and worshipping himself? Nothing? Empty? Vacant skull? So this is Jesus' prayer, and Muslims call it the Fajr prayer. Exactly the same, literally in Islam. Literally, this is a Muslim prayer from Jesus Christ. Literally. Applied every day by Muslims. 2 billion Muslims all over the world, globally, applying this to the letter. While they don't believe in the New Testament and the Old Testament, but they fulfill the orders of your God, because this is what you call the Word of God. Only Muslims do it. The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 12, it says, Jesus went to the mountain like Elijah, remember, to the Carmel, on top of the mountain. He bowed with his face close to his knees, not prostrating, flat. Jesus went to the mountain and prayed all night to God. Prayed all night to God. What is it so difficult for you, dear stupid Baptist, to understand? He was worshiping God. How God is worshiping God? What is it that you do not understand about this simple fact? How miserable are you? Worship God on the top of the mountain all night. He was himself and God on top, and he was worshiping God. How he is God? You have my email. Respond if you dare. Very well. The book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 53, Jesus said, thinkest thou that I cannot pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? Pray to the Father? I thought, according to the stupid Baptist, he's the Father. They say, Jesus is the Father, the Son, and the Ghost. Not 3 gods, but 1 God in 3 persons. Why he should pray to the Father to give him 12 legions of angels? Because he is not the Father. Ignorant, miserable Baptist. And those stupid who attack Islam from among the Christians and the Jew. Not all the Christians or not all the Jews attack Islam, but those stupid who attack Islam in the West. Very well. The book of Luke, chapter 22, verse 44 says, being in agony, this is Jesus Christ, being in agony, so distress, he prayed more earnestly. Ignorant, stupid Baptist. Why God would pray more earnestly? And to who? He is God. Worship is for God. Why he prayed so earnestly? What's hurting him? And who is he praying to? What does it take for you to understand anything? Miserable, ignorant. Okay. The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 9 says, about noon the following day, as they were on their journey and approaching the city, Peter went up on the roof to pray. When? About noon the following day. About noon. So we saw Jesus, early in the morning before the sunrise. Well, it was dark, very early. Now we have again from Peter at noon praying. We still have more prayers because they are 5 times every day. We still need to look for the other 2. We'll do this next time. Thank you for watching.